We'll be there in a second, guys. Big appreciation and thank you for the following people for following. We've got Kendra, Cascade, Disco Bear, and Unlocking Snow. Thank you for the follows so far, guys. We're almost there to start. We'll be about another 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first race of the Tier 2 season. We're back at Albert Park, just like we were with Tier 1, but Tier 2 should provide some even better racing. 20 degrees and overcast at the moment on the track. We have... how many corners have we got here? There's quite a few. There's about 14 corners. 5 to the left and 9 to the right. 4 DRS zones, making overtaking around here absolutely essential. And fuel is pretty tight around here normally. Mediums tend to last around 10 to 15 laps, with hards being the best tire. We go into the track qualifying now, starting and getting ready. This should be a good qualifying session. We're waiting on Plevs to join me in the qualifying, in the commentary lounge, as we just wait for the game to load in. Classic F1 things doing F1 things. And I believe it's looking pretty clear out there, unless I'm very, very wrong. With loading complete, we wait for the game. There we go. So it is a clear skies out there at the moment. It looks very, very nice out there. We'll get the normal stuff up for you guys as well. So we got the tires up, telemetry, lap data, and of course the track map for you guys as well. So we have pretty much a full grid here. We're missing one person tonight. They haven't shown up. It's unfortunate, but it is how it is. We've immediately got Master Jedi coming out of the pits to start the first laps of qualifying. But I think, was that double Ken's? I think it was, or Dan the Racer that came out first. I think it was Dan the Racer that coming out of the pits on the soft tires in that Williams, of course. Looking as perfect as ever. Albert Park looking absolutely stunning tonight as well. We have big storms here in Melbourne tonight, but Albert Park in the game looking absolutely glorious. I wonder if we'll get some rain for the race. That'd be interesting. But some big people to look out for here in Tier 2, of course. We've got Alex, we've got Howie, we've got Tomo, and I believe Andre was definitely up there before. It's always good to have some familiar faces on the grid. As I'll say hello to chat as well. Disco Bear, welcome, welcome. I've missed your fun little comments in the chat there. Snow saying, looks like actual Melbourne weather. Well, it was like that this morning. Unfortunately, it's been absolutely shocking weather ever since dry race, apparently. Don't want to let the tires crust. Very true. You don't want to let them crust. You definitely don't want to let them marble as well. Yeah, minimal safety cars compared to last season. Last season was absolutely filled with safety cars. Sound checking. I'm just going to check everything's okay before we get underway. Dan the Racer to start us off for our first banker lap around Albert Park for the first race of the season. Take it away. Dan the Racer down into turn 1. So it's braking hard. Turning in, 5th gear, going up the gears now, climbing up. You want to take the inside and run it to the outside there. He's taking it pretty easy through now at the moment. I think he's just trying to get a banker out there. Black box, braking down to about 3rd gear. Tuck it on the inside, touch that inside curb. You can choose to do that or not, depending on your setup. And that's pretty much Sector 1 negotiated. You don't want to really be doing anything other than that. Down the Racer, going all kinds of sideways through there. Oh, big old snap and a moment. Good save from Down the Racer. Is going to probably put this lap away. Maybe just checking everything's working with his setup at the moment. Astro on a lap. Just down board with him. I have a feeling that the track probably isn't up to temperature and it probably isn't up to grip as well. So it'll be interesting to see if everybody can complete their laps without problem. McLaren getting out the way there. Rather aggressively getting out the way. I wonder if there's a problem for that McLaren. Actually, it looked like it was stopped on the side of the road. Yeah, Disco, how Dan didn't touch the wall, I don't know. I really, really don't know. But it's good to be back in commentating. I'll be on Sundays and Tuesdays. So Master Jedi immediately setting the pace. A 117.980 is the time to beat. Sector 1 yellow flags. I think we might just have a car slowing down as Toasty sets the 117.7. So we expect those times to drop into the mid 16s, low 16s. That's pretty average around here. especially in tier 2. So there you go, 116.6 immediately putting words in my mouth. Bagas Dwarman, fantastic lap from him to put him first. And second for Nafau, that was a decent lap as well, 117.385. Let's jump on board with El Tonki. Kendra out on hards as well. That's an interesting decision. I don't know how that's going to go down. Keen to see what the McLarens are capable of. Howie and Andre, absolutely a very powerful lineup as Double Kens goes second fastest with a 117.127, and Marv immediately takes that away from Double, which is very interesting to see. I think the times will start dropping here. We'll see times around the 116 mid area. So we'll see how that turns out as the season goes on and the sessions progress. Sector 2 yellow flags. I think people just getting out the way for the drivers as they are on their fast laps and probably trying to improve the best they can. Let's jump on with Aoi here, who's actually invalidated that lap that he was on. Not too worried about that, to be honest. There is, you know, only one qualifying session, but we do have 13 minutes remaining. That's enough time for about 3 more laps. We'll have a look at... Yeah, so Howie's definitely one to look out for here. Might go for another lap. We'll stay with him here. The McLaren looking absolutely gorgeous as it goes through Albert Park on a pretty tame lap at the moment. Getting ready for his lap. Alex does set that time. Thank you for pointing that out, Disco. As Ralphie from absolutely nowhere, a 116.438. Decent lap from him. Howie into turn 1. Taking 4th gear, that's very unconventional. A lot of people like to take 5th there just to keep the torque low so you don't spin the rear. But he's done the best he can. Andre setting a 116.251, so that's about 2/10 ahead of the past pole lap there. So Howie has a lot of time to find out here, and he's got a task ahead of him. He's got to get in front of that 116.251. The McLarens have to be on it this season if they want to take that championship. Sector 3 yellow flags at the moment. Nothing too worrying. Purple sector 1 for Howie as well. Let's see how he negotiates 9 and 10. Bang into 9, flicks it in, misses the apex ever so slightly, but some people like to do that. Depending on their setup, if they're running a bit of a stiffer setup, they don't run it into those curbs. Sometimes that's super beneficial, as it can upset the car massively if you run over them the wrong way. Howie's on for a really decent lap here, actually. Flat through that corner there. That's unbelievable. 13 and now into 14 for the final corner. Back on the power. DRS wide open as we head towards the line. What's it going to be for Howie? It's good enough for 4th. A 116.753. So probably not the time he would have liked. Fantastic, Plevs. Thank you very much. Make yourself known when you want, my friend.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Yeah, good, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, I was just sorting a few things out on my end before I jumped in. But I trust you had it covered with the start of quali, so...
Decent there. So what are we finding out in Albert Park at the moment? What do we know the conditions for the race? Do we know the current weather conditions out there?
Looks pretty stable for quali. So no rain expected. It's sunny at the moment, and then yeah, it's not going to change. So no weather expected for this session. Unknown for the race. I do have a little thing that I might look at, see if I can get that working for the next session. But yeah, that's all I know for now. Fantastic.
Thank you for that. Well, it's a bit of a downtime at the moment between the runs here, so we expect to see just a few cars out there on track. And I think is that Dan the Racer on his fast lap at the moment? No, I think it was El Tonki or Ghost Rider. It might actually be Ghost Rider. We'll jump on board with that. He has unfortunately read that lap, so that is an invalidated lap. Welcome everybody in the chat. It's fantastic to see everybody in here. Beatstar.
Aristole's on a lap as well.
Yeah.
Just coming through the turn 12 into turn 13 now. Oh, he's nearly lost the rear.
Was that oh dear.
That's okay. It was Aristole. He's in P8 at the moment. That's all right. He's aborted. He's going to the.
Pits. He's hit the wall into the pits, so he's locked up and hit the wall into the pits. That's going to be a front wing damage. So that's actually going to be a little bit more time needed in pit lane. Unfortunately, that's a very strange incident. jumping on board with Baggis. He's on his fast lap, and he's actually a 10th up on his lap at the moment into Sector 2. The Haas getting out the way there. So, yes, Grimy making a very decent point at the moment. It looks like McLaren versus Alpine is what to be expected from the early tidings of qualifying. I mean, there's still 8 minutes 50 left in the session. There's still a long time to go. But from what we're seeing at the moment, yeah, we could be on for a McLaren-Alpine fight. To turn number 11. Pretty decent through there for Baggis. He's looking up at the moment. A little bit of a lift through 12 into 13 and now 14. How is this going to go down for him? Massive slide of the rear end there. He won't be happy with that lap, and that might actually be lower than his best time, but goes to the line. It's good enough for third. He's unfortunately not going to move. I think that was on old tires as well, so not too worried about that time. Toasty Oil's on a lap as well. He's actually out of fuel. Marv's on a lap. He's invalidated his lap, unfortunately. Alex is on a lap, so he purple Sector 2 as well. We'll stay on board with this. Could this potentially be a Mercedes coming into the mix? Alex was a really big contender last year, and well, he's one of the only drivers that drives in virtual reality, which is honestly super impressive.
That's so impressive. I own a pretty decent VR headset actually, and it makes me feel pretty queasy after about 15-20 minutes. So to do like, you know, a full quali, well, a short quali session and then a 50% race in VRs that's very impressive. And also it's not the greatest game in VR, to be honest, compared to other sim titles like your iRacing and Automobilista 2 is the standout one in VR. Definitely the best, but yeah, if F1 is a bit shaky, it's not quite what you'd hope. But it's still really cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. I've tried it once or twice. I've got my own VR headset. Beats the making the point. Yeah, it's definitely hard work. It's definitely sweaty. It definitely fogs up in the headset if you don't have good airflow through there. So you'd hope he has some kind of setup to. Oh, big old moment for Kendra. That was very surprising. I wonder if that was a bit of a malfunction on the car there, or maybe on the simulator. Who knows? But Verstappen, out of nowhere, setting a time that's good enough for third. A 1:16.5 is actually decent. As Dan the Racer leaves the session, with only 6 minutes remaining, he better get back in quickly. Let's jump on board with Ghost Rider, who's out for his first lap to set the bar for him. He was actually a pretty decent driver last time, so we'll have to have a look. Through second sector we go towards the infamous 9 and 10. How's he going to look as he comes through? DRS slammed shut. It's actually purple at the moment. That's a really decent time from Ghost Rider through that second sector. Could we potentially be looking at a top 5 here for Ghost Rider? I don't know. We'll have to see. The Red Bull going a little bit wide there. Sorry, not the Red Bull, the RB. The Visa Cash App RB. I don't know what you want to call that. But into the final corner we go. Decent amount of time there as we head down towards the line. And it's good enough for 5th place, so 1:16.737. Fantastic to see another driver up there and fighting.
Yeah, Ghost Rider's got good one lap pace. Yeah, we'll have to see how he goes in the race, but yeah, he's usually got good pace. So.
Oh, that's a stunner from Andre.
Oh wow,
that is a stunner from Andre.
Andre dropping the hammer.
15.7. That's almost a second ahead of Ralphie. So definitely gonna have to find. Thank you, Drow. V-Carb is the name I'm looking for. Definitely gonna have to find some pace out there. The rest of these drivers to fight with that. That is a stunner lap time from Andre.
I think that would have been a pretty good time in Tier 1, to be honest, on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think it would have been top 6.
Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah.
I can't remember what I did, but yeah, that's a very good lap from Andre.
It's a very decent lap time. I think Howie's on a lap as well, and he's coming towards the line. What's he going to do? I don't know, 1:16.449, so still not up there with Andre. Andre might be in a league of his own here. I want to jump on board with, I think it was Nafal going for his lap. He's saving fuel. I think he's trying to get rid of fuel. So Howie and the two McLaren should be really impressed with where they're sitting at the moment. That's really, really good. Sector 3 yellow flags, just someone slowing down. Let's see, Kendra about to start a lap. Jump on board with that. Okay, Kendra to start their lap. Had a massive moment down the back straight. So we'll see if Kendra can do anything from here. Into turn 1. That's a decent turn 1. No invalidation there and continues on her way. Fantastic. As we head down towards turn 3. Beautiful control through there. Bit of a twitch from the rear. Saying, no, I don't want to turn in. That's synonymous with this game, understeer. As they head into sector 2. And that's actually a decent time there. A 10th and a half up on their last time. So that put them in about 7th position at the moment. If they can continue on this pace, Kendra could be looking at a really decent position here in that Ferrari as we head towards 9 and 10. 180 at the moment in terms of time gained. Heading down towards turn 11. Third gear, interestingly enough, flat out back on the power is flat out. It's just not flat out on that setup that they're running at the moment. So we'll see how that changes throughout the session. There's only 2 minutes 30, apologies, left on the clock as Kendra heads towards the line. That's a very decent time.
Very good.
Andre retires.
Nice
Andre's done.
that's some confidence, right?
Yeah,
I mean, he's probably not gonna make it. Yeah, actually, he might have been able to get around again. But yeah, that's a great time, Andre.
And that's definitely setting
ominous for the rest of the field at the moment.
Yeah, definitely, and that's definitely setting like a kind of vibe. Andre retiring there is like, yeah, I know I've got pole. I know I'm good enough for that. That's confidence. That's very, very strong confidence. So we'll see if that holds.
Yeah.
All the drivers pretty much out there.
Lots of guys on outlaps. I don't think anyone.
Nafal around.
Yep. I was just about to say that.
Just at the end there, I just caught it, and I think that's it.
And that's his quali over.
That's a real win. So, yeah. It's not great.
We have to combine on a lap in the Red Bull.
Yep.
Down in P17 at the moment.
On board with him at the moment. What's his? Oh, he's 3/10 up on his best time at the moment, so that could be good enough to put him into
nearly 4/10.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big improvement. He keeps that up. He's looking at a 16 at least.
Let's hope he keeps it up.
Let's see what his second sector looks like coming up to turn 9 and 10. He's up 4.5 tenths, so. A little bit. I think he would have lost some time there with that slide, to be honest, because that's going to hurt you all the way down the straight.
The Williams.
In the way. And there's accident. I don't know about going straight into the back of the car like that. That's on. I mean.
That might.
Okay.
Do we have?
Whoa,
the Mercedes, man. That's definitely going to have to be addressed. And combined will not be happy.
He won't be, but also probably didn't have to drive into the back of the guy. But I think that's just the risk you take sometimes being out of sync with the rest of the field and going early. So
absolutely.
Yeah, but it is still the other guy's responsibility to get out of the way.
Absolutely, and you can see how many drivers are starting to stack up there at the rear as they start their laps. Roughly, I've been saying the name wrong this entire time. Roughly on their lap now. Into turn 9 and 10, currently 3/10 up, so that's actually going to put him in the 15s if he continues this kind of pace.
Yep.
That's got to be scaring Andre a little bit. It's a bit ominous. Heading into
3/10, yeah, he might be on for a 15 here. I think Andre's pretty safe, truth be told. But unless Raffley has a godlike third sector. He's got plenty of battery left.
Bit of a toe down the straight.
Overtake.
Baggers. Just out there on 15s.
That's a very good lap though.
Yeah, that is a solid
and
lap.
Nice one for Baggers as well. So that's Alpine on first and second row. Let's see what Howie can do. So whether he can pull his McLaren. He's just in the third sector.
To turn
Hooks that up
11 down
well.
to 12.
Aston gets the other way well.
It's looking decent for him. If he keeps this up, he might be on for a 115. That's a decent final corner as well. That's a really decent final corner. Flat out DRS towards the line. What's he going to do? That's a 160. Oh, still not good enough to push him up.
He jumped Kendra into P5. So third row for Howie is very close to Verstappen though. Kendra, I believe, is done.
Yep, invalidated lap, unfortunately.
I think that's it. So no one else is on a lap.
That's pretty much it, I reckon. There you go, Andre. Take a bow, my friend. What a damn lap. 115.797. I wonder where that came from. And that's just... It's really putting quite an ominous feel, I reckon, towards the grid. Because they've seen that. He's basically 7/10 ahead of the field.
Yeah, that's... 2 tenths from Raffley in the end. It was looking like 5 tenths, but yeah, not too bad. But yeah, that's a very nice lap from Andre.
Absolutely.
And it's all to play for in the race still. I think some guys might have went for more of a race setup than a 1 lap setup, which is what I tend to do in my kind of approach to things. So 1 lap. Your qualifying is important, but your race pace is always more important.
Absolutely. So we'll have Andre to line us up on pole, roughly Baggis, Verstappen, and Howie. So quite a few names, regular names up there, but we do have McLaren and an Alpine fight potentially on here, which could be really interesting for constructors. Oh, that's looking like a gloomy Albert Park. That's looking like a very gloomy Albert Park. So we could potentially have some weather on the way, but we'll see how we go.
That would be interesting. Yep, so looks overcast at the moment, you're right. Whether that does transition into some wet weather, that would make some things very interesting.
It will definitely make things interesting. And I think a lot of drivers probably would have set up for the dry as well, which will make it even more interesting. So we'll see how we go, because with the weather changing all the time around Melbourne, you never know what it's going to throw at you. Melbourne is one of the most unpredictable cities in terms of weather. There's pretty much no patterns. We do have a formation lap, thankfully, so we'll be running that in Tier 1 as well next week.
Yeah, on Tuesday, hopefully. Bit of a test run tonight, see what it's like. So we only really switched it off last game because I think it was broken for quite a while, and kind of got used to it, racing without it. So it'd be nice to have it back. I was just reading the chat actually, and Slammer said Andre would have been P5 in Tier 1 on Tuesday. So
that's a decent lap.
He would have been me actually.
Yeah, that is a very, very decent lap. Quite a bit of impeding in that session. I'm hearing. Yes, there was a decent amount of impeding. So that'll definitely be investigated after the racing is over, without doubt.
Yep. Yeah, there weren't any stewards reports from Tier 1, so which was great to see. But yeah, I don't think that's going to be the case for Tier 2, unfortunately.
No, I think Combined is going to be very upset.
Yeah.
But he was on for a really decent lap there, so maybe he'll make his way through the field. We don't know. It'd be interesting to see what the drivers can do here. I'll just tuck off the telemetry for now, just for the first 2-3 laps. So we'll see how it goes. Andre will line up on pole with roughly Baggis, Verstappen, Howie to follow. All on mediums as well. Kendra running the soft tyre around Albert Park. That is bold.
Yeah, it's just it's not going to work. The medium, after 3 or 4 laps, the hards are quicker than the medium, so softs are going to be absolutely horrendous after probably 2 laps. So
unless there's rain on the way. It could be.
Yeah, potentially, yes.
It could be potentially related to weather, but we'll see.
Yeah,
definitely going to have to see. So, Andre lines it up as we start getting ready for the first race of the season. Hypes chat is absolutely going off. I'm loving seeing that. There's heaps of hype in the chat. There's tension building as Dan the Racer lines up on the grid in that final grid place position. As we get ready to go for lights out,
I don't know what this camera is. That's pretty bad. Or
Waiting
at the
for
back
the
of the
5
grid.
red lights. Why do I only have back of the grid? That's really infuriating. All right, whatever. It's lights out and away we go. Andre gets a very decent start, but Verstappen immediately going for the inside on turn 1. I think the background there had a bit of chaos, but we look towards as well. Andre's made a perfect start there, exactly what you would want to see. Double Ken slowly moving up the field as well, looking for the inside line into turn number 3. There's always chaos at the start of the season, and that's a very decent move from Double Ken's, moving up into 5th position. Pretty clean start from the field at the moment. No yellow flags as of yet. Alex slowly moving down the field, unfortunately. I think in a battle there with Marv. And, well, the driver's pretty much settling into a rhythm almost immediately off the line. Fantastic to see.
Yeah, Andre's checking out. He's trying to get. He's already over second, 1.2 seconds at the moment, and yeah, he's trying to build that gap. Raffley's trying to stay with him though, so fair play.
Yeah, absolutely. And Kendra, definitely that soft has paid off on the start. I mean, they've moved up 3, 4, 5 positions or so. So good to see there. I think there was a Haas going for a move on Marv up the inside. Liddy trying to go for the move and backing out of it. Thankfully, there no damage as of yet from any driver. So fantastic driving from all the drivers at the moment. And there's your race strategies potentially. So 1 stop to a hard, 2 stop, 2 mediums to a hard. That's pretty damn risky if you want to do that.
Yeah, Kendra up 3 spots. Also up 3 spots is Aristol in P13 and Dan the Racer in P16 up 3 as well. Big loser on lap 1, Ghost Rider down 4, and my name is Jeff down 4 as well. So, yeah, lots of shuffling going on first lap.
Absolutely, and I think Verstappen as well, losing out there slightly by Double Kens on that DRS. And I wonder, is Raffley in DRS? I think he is. I'm just going to quickly, here we go, I'll enable telemetry and I'll change that to interval because that's what we want to see. So I think just within DRS maybe? No, unfortunately not. Toasty, wow, this is, there we go. So Baggett looking to hold his position. One of the Ferraris going side by side there with Double Kens, and I can't believe they've gone through there safely. But
well done, boys. That's fantastic.
Baggett looking now for the outside line.
And Double Ken down the inside.
Sector 3, Tomo's out the session.
Oh,
and there's a safety
out.
car. There's a massive crash. Oh, yeah, big old crash. Is Altonki as well. Altonki as well. So Altonki trying to take avoiding action and immediately crumpling that front wing, unfortunately, on that V-carb car. But the safety car is going to definitely help that situation. What's happened to Baggett?
Yeah, Baggett was the one that got squeezed on the exit of turn 12. So, yeah, he was basically squeezed into the wall and lost his front left corner, which is unfortunate. I'll might just watch the stream back again.
I don't think I was watching it, unfortunately. I was having a look at Tomo as he binned it into the wall, unfortunately. But I think this might actually work out in Kendra's favour, allowing the softs to last for just that little bit longer.
That's true, yeah. Yep. And then, of course, he'll be boxing before the guys around him on the medium, so he'll go on to the hards a bit earlier. I hope hards. I hope he's not trying to do a 2-stop. Oh, he could do a 2-stop. There might be another safety car later on, so he could bank on that.
Absolutely.
If you did mediums, you would definitely be banking on that. So that's a bit of a risk, but see what he does. I'm actually surprised that, like, there's a good mix of medium and hard. There's the first hard runners in 9th, and it's probably, once the safety car ends, we're probably going to have a couple of laps, and then the hards will be the best race tyre. And I'll be interested to see how that kind of plays out with people moving up, because we've got some fast drivers on those hards, Marvel and Twitchley, Ghost Rider, and my name's Jeff as well. Those, and combined, they're all kind of, you know, in the mid pack down the back at the moment, but they're on the best tyre.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think there's definitely potential here for them to come through the field. I mean, the hard tyre we saw in Tier 2, there we go, Kendra immediately. Oh, no! That is monumental.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to be investigated.
Yeah, that could be. So the good thing about 10-second penalties is
Nah, he's
is he
serving that
serving this?
immediately. That is
Oh
so
wow!
unfortunate.
I didn't think you could serve 10 seconds. I thought it was only okay.
Straight
So
onto the hard tires. Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna check that. What happened?
Apparently ignoring yellow flag. So I wonder if maybe speeding up and overtaking the safety car, maybe.
Yeah, in the pit lane, I guess.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely a possibility. Bit of a stacking up at the back there. Kendra will not be happy with that. Not be happy at all. But if that is caused by our own problem, then that's caused by fault of their own. Like, there's not much you can do there. But anyway, as I was saying, the tier 1, we saw it immediately. The hard tires have really just, they fire up so much nicer than the mediums, and they come to their own way quicker as well. The mediums wear off really fast.
Kendra just overtook under safety car. That was interesting. Yeah, I just in the chat as well. I didn't. Beast was saying I didn't think he could serve a 10. I didn't think he could serve a 10 either. So that's really interesting. And yeah, it's kind of saved Kendra's race, to be honest. So like, yeah, he's been able to serve it straight away under safety car. So he basically like didn't get a penalty at all.
Yeah. 10
He
seconds
just
immediately.
caught up. And then he overtook El Tonki for some reason, so I'm quite confused as
I
to
think
why
he was
that
told
happened.
to.
Yeah,
El
but
Tonki
you're not
wasn't
meant
keeping pace.
to. Even regardless of that. So yeah, that'll be Is El Tonki trying to get it back at the
It's
moment?
going to be interesting to see. Here we go.
Yeah.
So first safety car restart of the season. El Tonki and Kendra still fighting, and I wonder when Andre's going to go. He has not gone for it now, I don't think. He's gone for it now. There we go. So he's fully gone for it. I think Verstappen got a really good exit off the final corner. The tyres still not up to temperature, very evidently, as we get back underway. I think the safety car graphic is going to stay there again, which is annoying. Verstappen all over the track there. Toasty right on the back now as well. The driver's all pretty...
Oh, Jeff's crashed out.
Relaxed.
Exit turn 2 or 3, so it might be another safety car.
Well, we got sector 1 yellow flags at the moment, but we should have the green flag running. I think he retired.
What's going on? Okay.
I think he's retired. There might be a problem with simulator gear there. That is pretty common with F1 2024. But
retired on track. Okay, we're on green. That's fine. Off
yep,
we go.
we're back under green. So this will be interesting to see. Toasty and Double Ken's immediately fighting as we go back under green flag racing, and Double Ken's with a beautiful overtake into turn 9 and 10.
Yeah, Jeff just joined back in the session, and he'll find his car retired. I didn't even realise he was out of the session. So some connection issues there for Jeff, and he's no longer in the race, unfortunately. So
Haas are definitely going to have to investigate that. Maybe a engine issue or something across those lines. They're going to have to address that as the season goes on. Let's have a look. Howie looking to go around Toasty at the moment. Andre really bolting out front. He's already pulled away about a 1.3 gap. Is Howie looking potentially to overtake Toasty, but I think he's going to play it back here as that DRS is so powerful around here, but it's also really powerful down the back straight where you want to be using it. So we'll see how that...
Oh yeah, I know how powerful DRS is. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was pretty upsetting to watch, honestly. It was really sad. Just watching you go from first to third in quite literally a matter of corners. But that's the way the cookie crumbles around here, unfortunately. Howie's still right in the back of Toasty in the DRS zone coming up. And I wonder if Howie's going to have a look potentially here. DRS and Toasty doesn't have it. So maybe into turn 9 and 10, but Howie's going to back away. Knows not to push that. Oh, rear slide there from Howie. Controls it nicely as Toasty is going to thank his lucky stars as that's happening, because it's going to allow him to slowly pull away from Toasty. So Howie, another moment there. The rears just do not seem to be working out for him at all. He's losing grip all over the place. Now Alex is all over the back of Howie. Double Ken's and Toasty. As Double Ken's had a moment. I think Double Ken's had a moment there because dropping down the field. So are we maybe not seeing weather? Because a lot of the drivers are sliding around all over the place, and Kendra sets a really decent lap there on the hards.
Yeah, still quite overcast, but there's our first penalty as Aristol picks up a 3-second. Yeah, still looks quite cloudy, but I don't think it kind of is. You know, the pre-rain, how it gets, kind of dark and
Yeah,
a bit gloomy. Yeah, I
not
don't think
seeing
it's
that just
like
yet.
that. Yeah, I think it's just overcast weather. So I
Yeah.
wonder if it'll stay like that.
It is Melbourne. You never know. The weather does like to change whenever it's chaos. And Double
Yep.
Ken's here looking for a move. We've got sector 2 yellow flags. I think that's someone round at the back. Safety car immediately out. What has
that's,
happened at the back? That's Dan the Racer.
Is it Dan? Yeah.
Dan the Racer in the
he's
wall.
got going again. He's in the wall, exit of turn 6. So a bit of a Alex Albon, George Russell moment there. I think it's the most difficult corner on the track, actually, turn 6. It's so fast now, and you got to really pinpoint. It sets you up for this long straight, so yeah, you kind of got to send it there.
Yeah, you got to get it
But
bang on.
if you overdo it, yeah, it's easy to end up in that wall on the inside of the track. So safety car's out, but Dan is still in the race. He's lost his front wing, but he'll get that fixed under safety car, no problem.
Oh, look at
So
this.
our
All the
second safety
drivers
car.
coming into pits. So here we
Yeah,
go.
I think those medium runners have really got to get off that tyre now. They'd be starting to slide everywhere.
Oh, well, I mean, we saw it from Howie. He was absolutely all over the track with those mediums just absolutely falling off a cliff. And now Marv is the biggest winner out of all of this. 7-lap-old hards, and they're still going to be absolutely fine. Double Kens as well. Alex, Astro, all of them on mediums, and they're staying on the mediums surprisingly. I wonder if they missed the pit entry. But,
Yeah,
you know,
very interesting.
there's a lot of options here for the drivers.
There is. Marv's in a great spot here. So he's got his 7-lap-old hards. They're still fine. They can go a lot longer than that. But the 3 guys behind him, Double Cans, Alex, and Aristio. I've been saying it wrong the whole time. Aristio, they're on the 7-lap-old mediums, which they'll be feeling pretty secondhand at this rate. So Marv's definitely got a good tyre delta in terms of the guys behind him. Then we got Twitch, Liddy, Ghost Rider, and Combined, and Kendra, who didn't pit there as well. And Andre's come out P9, so he's got some work to do. But I wonder if he's going to try and take those to the end. They will go the distance, and probably, I would say, at least the top 6 have to pit again. I'll just check pit stops, actually. Oh yeah, Combined and Kendra, they pitted already, didn't they? So yes, they might be able to stretch them out, but with those laps on them, they won't quite be as quick.
Absolutely. I'm definitely looking at the back of the pack as well. Andre Verstappen, all the basically top 5 that we saw, they've all boxed for hards. They're all on 0-lap-old hards. They are going to be absolutely terrifying to the drivers in front.
Yep. Yeah, well, yeah, and the 3 guys at the back have the best. Well, we'll have the quickest tires for a few laps, and then those hards will be the best tire again. So I'd probably say Andre's still in the box seat here, but I actually think if there's another safety car, it swings back towards the guys that didn't box under this one.
Absolutely.
And it's particularly Marv, if he gets a safety car in another 10 laps when he in his pit window, then yeah, that's going to work really well for him.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Marv can hold off that position. I mean, he's going to have to hold it for as long as he can, but 8-lap-old hards versus 0-lap-old hards, it's going to be quite a battle to fight.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the 3 on the mediums, why they didn't box, because their pit window is probably going to be in another 5 laps. So, yeah, that's an interesting one.
You never know. I mean, Jeff could be telling them that there's rain on the way or whatever his name is now, but again, it's approximate weather, so we just don't know what we're gonna do. Like, we don't know what the weather's gonna do around here, and it could be potentially a strategy call for these guys up front because they've heard that there's rain on the way. There's safety cars in this lap, so Marv will control the field. As Toasty drops a significant... Oh, Toasty in the wall!
Oh.
Toasty is
Okay.
in the wall. Where's that? That's just out of turn 9 and 10, so tyre's clearly not up to temperature. Chaos at the safety
And
car
he's
restart.
got a broken front wing as well, so yeah.
Toasty's out this Grand Prix pretty
he's
much.
just toasted himself, unfortunately.
Okay, let's get back underway. So Marv getting ready to get the pack under control as we're back underway in racing, and Marv's got a perfect jump here as lap 10 commences, back under green flag running, and Double Ken's still hunting down Alex right in the back as well, in virtual reality, of course, and Aristio, oh my god, still right on the back of Alex as well. Everybody pretty much getting off the line very evenly there.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it was the best restart from Marv there. Like, got to try and catch him out a little bit better and get a gap. But he's on the better tires. But yeah, he's really got to use that now to pull a gap on Double Ken's. He does have the pace to do it as well, Marv. Very good driver.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, at the back here, Astrio getting overtaken by Twitch Liddy. So Twitch Liddy on those hard tyres, currently pushing up the field as I think, no, it's not another safety car. That's apologies there. I looked up and I saw the safety car graphic. That's really annoying me now. Nafal maybe looking for the outside line here on Twitch Liddy. Howie gets a 3-second time penalty. Not ideal for his fight at the front. And Sector 3 yellows.
Andre already made a move on combined off the restart as well, so he's up one spot. And he's right on the back of Kendra, like literally. He just had to avoid him and lost the spot to
Yeah, I was just on board there with combined. I think combined maybe looking to go around the outside, maybe the inside. But
it's really congested. Actually.
Yeah, Andre's definitely not gonna be happy with that. That's gonna be hurting his pace significantly. Altonki gets another penalty. As Andre's really gonna have to fight his way up the field here at the moment. He's got the boys in front of him. So Verstappen's actually in net first at the moment. So
yep.
That's the fight. That's the serious fight ahead. I'm gonna jump on board.
Yeah, they've got to be patient picking their way through there, and I think that's what caught Andre out a little bit. The tyre delta he's got, he just had so much more grip, and he had to really back out of it.
Down the race from the wall, and we have another safety car.
Another safety car. Sorry,
oh my goodness, that is how many? That's 3 in the span of 4 laps.
Yeah, so the top 6 have to pit now. They got to get off. Like,
so they're going to race to the pits. Like this is going to be
the medium guys. There's just no point staying on those.
So it's going to be interesting to see Verstappen and Andre combined. I mean, they're pretty much. We'll see if combined bit boxes. I think he should. Yeah. But we'll see where everybody comes out here. Marv's considering it, and he's gone. So Marv's gone. Alex stays out.
That's crazy.
I
don't know what he's doing.
Wild. Alex stays out.
Especially on the mediums. Anyway.
Yeah, Disco, you have absolutely jinxed this, mate. 3 safety cars in the span of like 4 laps.
Yeah, so Dan survived another safety car, another front wing gone though. So yeah, Williams racking up the damage bill this evening.
Yeah, Toasty. This is going to bring Toasty back though.
Yeah,
definitely
it will.
Potential.
Yep. He's on 1 lap old mediums. Let's see if he was smart to go back in and get back on those mediums that he took off. Oh, sorry, the hards he took off. Yep. That's exactly right. He hasn't done it. He's still got the damaged wing too, and he didn't pit. I don't know what he's doing.
I wonder if Toasty's just given up at this point. I mean, he's got quite a few penalties to his name as well. Down the racer boxes for a new front wing, as expected. The Williams team will not be happy with that.
Yeah, he's doing a great Logan Sargent impression so far this race, I think.
Absolutely, he is. And I think, you know what? I can't lie. Alex could be on for a 0 to 0. But he also could be on from a 0 to hero. So we just really don't know. Did he just hit the back of the safety car?
No, he nearly over. I don't know what he's doing.
I wonder if there's a bit of a...
These guys are a bit wild, isn't it?
Yeah, Tier 2's a bit wild.
First race in a while. I don't know if these guys race usually. Oh, and there's a McLaren that cut the chicane, and everyone's checking up. And because they're all so close to each other. And Alex again is diving down the inside of the safety car. Just having some fun, I guess. But
yeah, I guess so. And I mean, providing some entertainment.
He wants to race Bert Meilander. Bert Meilander, that's his name. Yeah. Giving a little playing a bit of chicken.
Oh, that's not going to help
there you go.
Astro. That's exactly what we were worried about.
Yeah, too close. Too close.
I think we might have to address this.
Yeah, just some common sense really. Like we're not on a green flag racing at the moment, so you give the car in front at least 3 car lengths, if not like 4 or 5 car lengths is safe. Because if they have to check up, then you got less time to check up. So yeah.
It'll be interesting to see what happens here. Honestly, I can't really call who's going to win this because Alex again looking to overtake Bert Mylander.
Yeah. Dan the racer coming back into the pits. He's gone back onto the hards. He was on fresh mediums, I believe. Oh, and Aristotle's pitted to service penalty. Very smart. So Dan's on fresh hards?
I guess no.
Oh, no,
he's on old hards.
Okay, that's interesting. All right.
Well, they will be more. I mean, they'll be rubbered in, so there is potential for them to fire up quicker, which could help him, I guess. But
yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, he knows that the mediums that he boxed onto weren't going to go the distance, so it's not a bad option to do that and save that set for later on, if just in case he needs it. And he's at the back, so it's not a bad bet.
Absolutely.
Toasty still with no end plate on the right side. He's gonna really struggle with that damage.
It looks like safety car isn't in this lap. Surprisingly, I'd expect it to go in this lap, but it's not.
Oh, something's happened to Kendra.
Kendra having a bit of a moment, maybe?
Yeah, he did, and he's tried to, and it is in this lap. It's a late call.
That is a late call. Oh, Kendra's got no front wing. Kendra has no front wing. There's significant damage to Kendra, so that's their race over. As still under...
Yeah.
Oh, this will be interesting. Oh, I haven't seen a safety car restart from Alex in a while, and I think Alex will bolt coming out this final corner, knowing him. There it is. So Alex, massive moment. Has he gone? I think he has. He might use that as an excuse. Alex almost losing it on the rear end there on the final corner, so that's not the safety car restart he would have wanted as Liddy maybe looking for the inside line. Kendra boxes immediately to get rid of that front wing damage, unfortunately gaining from the safety car restart. Andre has had an absolute shocker of a restart as well, might I point out.
Wow, he has, but he's yeah, he'll be able to catch that train very quickly. He'll be so much quicker on those fresher tyres. Another yellow flag. This time El Tonki, something's happened to him down the back. He's going again, so all good. Green flag. But yeah, it's a huge risk from Alex. Yeah, he's got the lead at the moment, but he's on the worst set of tyres on the grid right now. In those 13 lap old mediums, he's just going to be the cork in the bottle rather. Oh, as you can see there, he's sliding through turn 10. Missed the apex
Liddy
completely.
may be going for the inside on the grass as well into turn number 11.
Yeah, stout defense there from Alex, but and the Ferrari up the inside of.
I can't believe I've just seen that. That was gorgeous. So Liddy going for the move, maybe up the inside, maybe looking for the outside line as we head through the final corner. It doesn't work out. Oh no, it does. Switchback of Dreams potentially. DRS will be activated this lap. Keep an eye out for it. Alex still fighting that out. That is a fantastic drag race towards turn 1. Liddy goes up the inside or tries to. Alex stab defense from him as we go towards lap 15, turn number 3. Alex still maintaining the lead of this Grand Prix. Kendra gets another penalty added to their name. As Ghost Rider, so Verstappen pushing his way through, and that's worked out. Andre's going to say thank you very much. And combined as well, they're all starting to come through now. They are all starting to come through.
Verstappen there on Twitch lead, got it done on the inside of turn 3, and this is what I mean by Alex being the cork in the bottle. Like these guys behind are just so much quicker, particularly the guys on 7 lap old hards. They're going to the end. So yeah, if Verstappen makes quick work of Alex and gets past, then Andre's still stuck in P4. So this is really his opportunity.
Massive moment from Verstappen. That is huge. Is Alex going to be overtaken here? I don't think he is. I think Verstappen will be thinking, I need to get past as quick as I can to try and get in front of Andre, but again, he can't be too aggressive, as I think Ghost Rider having a bit of a moment.
Ghost Rider ran really wide there, turn 12.
Yeah, it happens.
He lost a bunch of points.
Here we go, Verstappen.
Position, sorry.
Verstappen towards the line we go to start lap 16. What's going to happen here? Alex for the defense. Pushing and squeezing, but nothing he can do there. Oh, massive moment again from Verstappen, and Alex, this has opened it up for him as well. Twitch Liddy looking to go.
No,
that's not going to be great.
That's naughty from Alex there, and he's going to dive down the inside, but
I mean,
this is tight racing.
It is tight racing, but it is fair. I mean, Alex did. Oh, massive moment as Verstappen into the wall, and that's Verstappen's race is out. And I think, yep, bang on to safety car yet again, and this works perfectly in Alex's favor.
Amazing. But yeah, no, I think that did cross the line from Alex. It was Twitch Liddy that was well alongside, and he just pushed him straight on the grass. So yeah, I wouldn't be too happy about it. I think that was a bit overly aggressive defending from Alex, if I'm honest. But I'm not sure what happened with Verstappen there. Did he just lose it turn 4?
I think turn 4 touching the outside line, maybe, because that is such a common mistake.
I didn't see any contact, so yeah, I think.
I think he's just lost it. Yeah,
on his own there.
Being really aggressive, and we saw the amount of times that rear end was sliding as well. So I mean, it was only a matter of time. The tires were obviously overheating, and just pushing too hard too soon.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be patient, especially when you know you've got the advantage with the tires.
What is this? Alex and Andre both. Andre's also boxing. Everybody's boxing for new tires by the looks of it.
Interesting from Andre. Definitely, I mean, Alex makes sense because he hasn't stopped yet, and his tires. I mean, you just saw how slow he was compared to everyone else. So they'll drop him down. Raffley didn't box, and Howie didn't box. So those guys are going to the end clearly.
Combined.
Combined with a collision with Howie too. Guys, under safety car, give each other room. It's just common sense, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Verstappen, I think we'll have something to say about that in the Discord. But my goodness, we're just going to have to... I can't call who's going to win this now. I really can't. That's our 4th safety car in less than 10 laps. And...
a lot of safety cars. I do wonder if it's on... I hope it's on reduced.
I reckon it's on standard. I reckon it's on standard. We've had some really unnecessary safety cars called out. But, I mean, we've had 4 DNFs, so...
Yeah,
4 safety cars, 4 DNFs.
Safety cars on standard, so we'll have to make sure that's on reduce for the next race, because it's otherwise there's 2 stop start. And if we didn't have the 2 safety cars for the broken wings, I think it would have been a lot better race. So the one we're having now, I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
You'd probably expect a safety car for that accident, but
yeah, that might actually be a red flag because they'd be covering the track.
Yeah. And but the 2 for Dan the Racer's broken wings, I think that's too much.
It's a bit how you going, but we should be off safety car relatively quickly.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see though who. I mean, again, I can't call who's going to win this because now Raffley, and Howie with those 9-lap-old tires, they're possible to go all the way to the end. Andre and Alex, that's going to be fireworks. Don't go anywhere for that. Has Howie had a moment? No, combined into the pits. Okay. So combined, I think getting rid of that front wing damage, which is a smart decision. The Red Bull, yep, getting rid of the penalty as well. So a free pit stop pretty much. Dropping him all the way down, but it's, still a valid pit stop roughly as well. So Howie does have that time penalty, and we'll check how long that is actually. I'll check that in a bit. There we go, penalties. So 3, 6, 3, 3, 3. So 3 seconds of penalties, not ideal in the current situation. As Verstappen comes into the chat and says, Alex crazy. So I think we have some drama on our hands, Plevs.
I think that's fair, to be honest. I think Alex was across the line there. If I'm completely honest. And like Verstappen wasn't even on the end of the worst. So I think what he did to Twitch Liddy, who was way more than alongside. So Alex seeing some red mist inside those VR goggles, I think.
Maybe some fog.
Calm down.
Can't see the mirrors.
Oh well. Maybe he's fogging up. Yeah, I know. I doubt it. I think he's just a bit too aggressive on the defense there. But look, he's always been
aggressive.
a
very
yes.
aggressive driver.
Yeah, that's fair. Yep. So yeah, the stewards know his name pretty
too well.
by now. So
we'll see if the safety car gets called in early. Well, it hasn't been called in yet, so I think we're going to be under safety car again. Nope, there we go. A late call again from Bert Mylander.
Yeah, very late.
The FIA, that's really late.
I'd be interested to hear from Verstappen.
Yeah, if we get an interview.
If he actually got a tap into the wall or whether he just did that on his own, because he did have the lead. I don't know whether he just got too keen on the throttle or whether he had some help there, but I would like to know that for sure.
Absolutely. Now back underway and racing again for the 5th time. Rafley's got a perfect getaway, but Howie's close on the tail. So we're going to have to look down into turn 1. Nothing as of yet. Turn 2 is all clear as well. Alex gets a penalty. He's not going to be happy with that at all. Howie may be looking for the move down the inside. Nope. Doesn't. Thinks better of that and has a bit of a moment rear end sliding around there, but a pretty decent start there from Rafley. We'll see if he can hold out that position for, well, as long as he needs to.
Alex going really wide as these hards fire up. They do take a couple of laps and then they're absolutely fantastic tyres, but until he gets them up to temperature, they're just really cold at the moment. He won't have much grip.
Just going to butt in real quick. This is crazy from Double Kens and potentially Marv looking to go defensive into 9 and 10. I mean, it's a train, but it's one that's very, very, very aggressive, and it could have exploded any time.
Yeah, very close together, this train.
Andre's really going to be kicking himself. This is not what he wanted as Dan the Racer gets overtaken by Kendra. Kendra going a little bit wide there, and Dan the Racer maybe looking to go up the inside. And it doesn't work out, unfortunately. Backing out of that. Smart move, smart decision. Jedi having a really big moment there on traction, and Marv right on the back as well. So we are under green flag if anybody's joining right now and seeing the safety car.
Yeah, we got the safety car sign still there. I only just noticed.
Yes, it's always there. Double Kens as well. Still, holding pace at the moment. It's looking really good and fast and consistent. There's bit of a check up there from Marv. Massive moment there from Jedi. Alex goes around the outside of Astro. I don't think I've ever seen a move in this first sector, turn 3, 4, 5 complex. That's a fantastic move from Alex.
Yeah, Alex is not going to have DRS though, so Aristio is going to have the DRS straight and go straight back by, I reckon.
Marv getting past.
Alex is on the overtake button.
Master Jedi's just lost 3 positions, unfortunately.
Yeah, his tyres are... Yeah, that's what I mean. The mediums just can't last the race. So he's on the worst tyres at the moment. Combined YouTubers on softs.
That's
interesting.
Going to be interesting to see. Is Andre getting past Astro and making quick work of it as well. But it's not where Andre would want to be for this Grand Prix at all. I mean, he should be up at the front, and he's a net P4 right now. Yeah,
and his tyres are going to be pretty bad by the end of the race as well. So I actually think Alex has the best tyres. So staying out so long on the mediums, in a way, it did help him as his teammate just lets him through. Oh, has he? Oh, he did let him dive down the inside anyway. Bit of contact between the two, but Alex gets it done.
I think El Tonki around as well. I'm just looking at the back there. I'm seeing a
Aristio. Something's happened to Aristio. He's lost a bunch of positions.
Aristio, but El Tonki as well, trying to figure out, brace the front wing. Please don't bring out a safety car. Howie may be looking for the move into turn 9 and 10, the infamous around the outside. Knows that's not a smart decision to make and backs out of it, but looks to get the slingshot as DRS now heading towards turn number 11. He's lost a lot of time from backing off there. I wonder if that was a smart decision. I think Andre looking to go around the outside and going wide, very, very wide.
Oh, wow.
And having, that's really not good from Andre. That's really unfortunate. And now Combined is going to say thank you very much and head up the inside. And all of a sudden, Andre's out of the points. And this is just going downhill for Andre slowly but surely. The McLaren team have dropped positions and dropped points so rapidly here tonight. But, there's still 20 6 laps to go or so. Anything can happen.
Twitch Liddy through on Master Jedi into turn 1 as well. Andre's Grand Prix has gone from bad to worse. So it's all to do with as Master OC is in the wall in the straight. I'm not sure what happened there. So he's lost a bit of wing and drops down to P14. I'm not sure how that happened on the straight.
Oh, someone's around in the background. There's double Kens in the round. That's unfortunate.
Ken. It's all happening in the moment.
Yeah, and that's going to help Andre as well.
Yeah, so... Oh, and he's retired on track as double Kens. That's a big no-no, but...
That could... If it doesn't bring on a safety car, it won't be too much of a problem.
Yeah, hopefully not. So we do have points down to P15 as well, Race Spec, so... a bit different to real-life F1. As F1...
Oh, F1, roughly was sideways through the chicane. Holy...
That as well. Yeah, so it's F1 points plus 5 points, and the and 11th to 15th get 5 to 1 points. Just so there's extra points for some of those positions. So everyone that finishes now will get points.
Yep, and I think Toasty having a bit of a moment, going very wide at the back there. Howie as well. And Alex is on the back of Marv. I should just mention that Howie looking to go up the inside, and
Howie takes the lead, yeah.
That's a beautiful move. That's a really good move from Howie, but he's got a 3-second time penalty that he's really going to have to consider here. And I think Marv will be looking to go around the outside of Raffley as well. Raffley's race unfolding here is up the inside, and that's worked out beautifully for Marv. That was perfect.
Marv's doing extremely well for 11 lap hole meetings. That's a fantastic move. I wonder if he's looked after these. I've got some tyre wear data. I don't. And he's taken the... no, he hasn't taken the lead. Oh, he has. He's gone around the outside of Howie. He'll have DRS, and he'll take the lead, will Marv.
I think Howie's about to lose every single position he's had here as Raffley goes 3 wide. This is all kicking off now. Are we going to get side-by-side action into 9 and 10? No, we are not. Alex thinking smart there. And Raffley and Marv now in the fight for 1 and 2. Like, this is all kicking off. I would never have predicted these guys at the top.
Yeah, Alex by far has the best tyres at the moment, so I think he has the best chance of winning. And where he is at the moment, tucked up behind as Double Ken leaves the session, he's tucked up behind Raffley. And Marv's tyres aren't going to go the distance. I don't think he'll just be so slow. So Marv will be hoping for another safety car. We hope not, but yeah, he needs one. He needs one.
Be praying to the gods for a safety car. It's going to be interesting to see. Will Raffley go for the move up the inside? He thinks about it. Oh, there's a move from Alex. Oh no, that's going to be investigated by the stewards without doubt. That is abysmal from Alex.
Well, I mean, Alex does have the best tyres, but this is why you need to be patient. You don't need to force things, because otherwise you end up doing stuff like that.
I do start to wonder, though. I do start to wonder. The door was definitely left open, but the question is, where did Alex dive from?
Yeah. Well, you gotta have the overlap at the turn-in point. So yeah. I already think Alex is probably getting a pen from earlier on. Anyway, someone flies off the track.
That's Howie. That's McLaren. Oh, that's so unfortunate. McLaren are throwing away really decent points here.
Well, completely lost the rear there. I just saw a car absolutely fly off. So yeah, that's what tyre wear does, and his car looks okay. He's got away with that. No wing damage. I think
he saved it into the gravel trap, but
his tyres are done.
I mean, Alex has absolutely sent it up the inside into turn 3, and I really don't know how the steward's going to react to that. It's going to be interesting to see if it works out or not. Yeah, Alex, look, he's probably going to finish first on track, but I think he's going to learn some lessons in terms of needing to be more patient, because I think he's got a couple of penalties coming his way, and he's going to lose the victory off track, unfortunately. Yeah, he might be able to pull that 3-second gap, but I don't think it's going to matter too much.
And he has a 3-second as well, yeah. So, yeah. I mean, if he gets penalties for both those incidents, that could be minimum 10 seconds on top of the 3 he already has. So he could drop.
Okay, so apparently Howie was actually hit into that corner. A beautiful move. Someone going very wide there in the background, but apparently Howie was hit in the rear into turn 9 and 10, so we'll have to go and look back at that.
Yeah, must have been into might have been into 9 actually,
Because he
or
flew
in
across the
between,
track.
because he's absolutely, yeah, he was gone. Was Howie. So who was that? Could that have been? Oh, well, Alex was already leading, so it must have been
Alex was well
someone
ahead.
else.
So it must have been, I think, wouldn't have been Marv. I think Raffling maybe. But that's such a bold call to make, and you can't make it if you don't know what's happened. And Andre's still fighting at the moment. He's potentially on for a win here if he plays it smart. He just has to get ahead of Marv, and then everything's okay. He just has to stay within 3 seconds of Alex. But Andre, I mean, he's got decent pace around here. We saw it in qualifying. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll be able to do it. He's just on those medium tires compared to the hards. They're so difficult.
Yeah. Look. Well. Andre's tires aren't too bad actually. 9 laps compared to Raffley's has 18 laps, so that's getting pretty old. And Raffley has wing damage as well, I think, by looks of it. And Marv's 14 lap old mediums. He's the cork in the bottle now in P2 as they come down to P12. And Andre on the outside, is he going to get that done? He does.
That
Beautiful
was
move
absolutely
around the
gorgeous.
outside.
That was a beautiful overtake.
So Andre back onto the podium, and I think he'll get Marv pretty easily because those tires are
Alex
gone.
Box.
Marv's.
No, that's not Alex. That's who's that? That's El Tonki in the
That's El
pits.
Tonki, so he's getting lapped.
Yeah, just getting out
so
the way, and Alex has pulled the 2 point. Now he's starting to pull. There's a massive gap forming there. Sector 3
Oh,
yellow flags.
flag, and that is Twitch Liddy. Is it? No.
No, I think
Actually,
it was Howie.
not sure. That was
It was Howie.
Okay.
As Howie boxes again. It's just not the race for Howie, unfortunately. I think
He didn't box before. He was still on those 18 lap old Haas, so he's boxing now.
it's gonna be
those
interesting.
tires are
I mean, yeah, Alex is fully bolted away.
Well, he's has the best tires. So yeah, he's negated that 3-second penalty he's got. So now it's all down to the stewards whether he wins the race or not.
Unless Andre can catch it.
I don't I don't think so. Not now.
Yeah,
no.
no, it's not happening.
I just think the tires. Oh, is Andre gliding through turn 10 there?
The cars look absolutely gorgeous through turn 10, 9 and 10. They just stick so well.
2.8 the gap. So Andre into P2. I would expect Raffley might be able to get onto the podium here as well. Marv might be able to hang on to it. That's going to be the interesting battle. In the last couple of laps here, because yeah, Alex is still pulling away from Andre. Those tires are just much better than Andre's.
Yeah, absolutely. You can very clearly see. I mean, well, Andre has pulled 2.9, staying with him but you start to think maybe Alex is just going to take the initiative and absolutely fly away after this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
28 laps at 29. We've got pretty much 2 laps to go.
Yeah.
Basically 1.5 now. It's going in Alex's favor.
Don't discount Ghost Rider as well. We haven't mentioned him a lot tonight, but he, out of the P3 battle, he's currently in P5, but he has the better tyres than out of Raffley and Marv. And Marv here is gonna get eaten up by DRS down towards turn 9. Oh,
what a move from
Raffley through around the outside. So Marv off the podium now, and his Ghost Rider going to overtake him down into turn 12 on the outside, like Andre did. Yep, same move.
Oh, it's so close.
Oh, it doesn't quite get it as well as Andre, but 2 laps in a row, that is, that Marv's been passed around the outside at turn 12. And Kendra now having a look on him as well. So Marv's tyres just absolutely falling off a cliff at this point.
I think Master Jet, who's that in the wall? So we had Astra, I think, having a bit of a moment.
Yeah.
2.8 still. Alex hasn't pulled away, and we're on the final lap. He has not pulled away.
Kendra 3 seconds, so that's put him out of podium contention, unfortunately. So it's down to Ghost Rider and Raffley. And as you know,
Oh,
Noah,
I think Ghost Rider had a bit of a moment, though. Oh, massive
okay.
moment, roughly massive moment on the rear, and that's put him well out of contention. All of a sudden, Kendra's nowhere near in contention. They have a multitude of penalties. Ghost Rider's going to be second and Marv in third, unless Marv has something to say about it, and I think he will with the DRS advantage here. DRS being opened on the final lap of this Grand Prix. I'm looking at that Andre Alex gap. Do not worry, but this is the main story at the moment. Kendra defending into turn 9 and 10. Ghost Rider still looking to come back. And what a Grand Prix it would have been from them if they can move up onto the podium, which they are in a net podium position at the moment. We'll see if they do anything into... Oh, Kendra having a moment. Marv still right in the back. And I think Andre's done enough, by the way. I think Andre's done enough to actually to win the Grand Prix. Alex will cross in a net P2. Andre will cross in first position to start us off in the season. And it's pretty much a photo finish to the end as Ghost Rider. What a absolutely phenomenal drive from Ghost Rider. How many positions has he moved up? That's insane. That's 8 positions. 8 positions from Ghost Rider. That is a phenomenal first race from Ghost Rider, and I don't think anybody could have seen this coming. We're expecting an Alpine McLaren fight, and we've had a V-Carb and a Mercedes that's most likely going to be moved, so probably a Sauber, and, well, Andre winning it after an absolute fight to the front. What a Grand Prix. I mean, a lot of safety cars, a lot to be addressed, but a good opening race nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was what a salvage from Andre. Honestly, that was wow.
He'll be happy with that. He'll be very happy with that.
He salvaged that win. That could have been a bit more comfortable for him. But wow. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm a bit perplexed as how he caught Alex with you know, having the better tyres. But yeah, well done to Andre, fully deserved.
Absolutely. Fantastic racing. Fantastic. I mean, a lot of controversial moments from Alex there. I think that's definitely going to be addressed. But we'll see how that goes. Great Britain next week, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. We don't do interviews in Tier 2, so we'll probably just go straight to the ending screen, but we'll see. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the stewards decide with Alex, because obviously those moves were quite aggressive, but at the end of the day, if he can provide proof that he was in the right, it's going to be interesting.
Well, yeah, that's gonna take some doing. If he gets protested, but yeah, there's your race results now. So
I think the silence says it all from Plevs, guys. I think the silence says it all.
we'll see. I did see a couple of things that I think are likely to be penalised if they were to be protested. But you never know. Alex might get away with it. But yeah, I think he did overstep the mark on a couple of occasions defending his position. Yeah, and really didn't need to as well. He was in a really strong position. But well done to the podium place drivers, Andre, Alex, and Ghost Rider. And yeah, thanks for having me, Noah.
All good, mate. It was fantastic having you commentating. It was really, really good, actually. It gave me heaps of time to breathe. But we'll be going into the next race this season, which is Silverstone, I believe.
It is, yep.
Silverstone coming right up next week. Yeah, that's always a banger race. So we'll see you guys then, but thank you guys so much for coming along tonight. We'll see you guys next time.